Hello, everybody. We will get started in a minute as more people roll on in here. Just another second here. All right, guys, we'll go ahead and get started with the updates for the week. The first big one is Stargaze is number 7 in NFT volume by blockchain for the last 24 hours. And we did have our record for the largest sale, which happened 2 days ago at 700,000 stars or 26,000 USD. If you guys check out the front page, you will notice that there is a new little card there called the featured auctions. Creators will be able to submit for featured auctions soon. Galactic Punks and Pixel Lions are the first collections from Terra that have bridged some NFTs over to Stargaze, and some have already been listed and sold on the market. Public Works V2 has deployed with a Dutch auction minter and the ability to lower price. And in governance, we have Cosmos Coin Flip, a new contract which is voting now, and a new collection creation fee update has passed to peg to USD, and that will be active very soon. So let's go ahead and hear from our projects for the week. I think BaaaadKids, are you with us? Maybe some technical difficulties with BaaaadKids. Let's go ahead and hear from Anyo right now. Hey, Anyo, are you with us? I think Anyo may have had some technical issues too. I think BaaaadKids is with us though now.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, hello. Yes, I am here.
Welcome. Fun collection. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and some details about this collection?
Sure. So my name is Calvin. I have been involved with Stargaze since the Genesis Mint, and very much liked BaaaadKids from then. About 14 or 15 months ago, I actually started working for Stargaze, doing a lot of the data stuff. And so I'm connected to Stargaze that way as well. Almost a year ago.
Oh, Calvin, I don't know if I can't hear you. Can anyone else hear Calvin? Bernie?
How about now?
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. It sort of struck me that the word for
Calvin, I think we lost you again, unfortunately. I think Calvin is connecting. I think we also lost Sammy and Anyo. No, man, I'm getting rugged by X again. Yes.
Yeah, X is doing weird for me as well. I think it just ditched me off the desktop one.
Yeah, I had an issue starting the space as well. It rugged immediately when I kickstarted it. Oh, well, Bernie, while we wait for people to come back, could you tell us updates for the coin flip contract?
Yeah, sure. So this is it's a fun one. It's been dragging for a while because with Cosmos Coin Flip, we have the version 1. It's working fine, and we wanted to bring some nice updates to it and make true to our name. Like, instead of only Stargaze, bring multiple assets to the coin flip game. So that was one of our main focus, and we also focused on adding a new feature to the contract, which is streaks. And streaks is a really nice feature for those that win often or lose often, that you still get rewarded either in stars, or when you have a 12 streak, you can even win an NFT. And there are 6 NFTs registered. Like, after the filter NFT, Pixel Wizards, there's a bit kit you can win, but there's also a bad kit in it. So getting a 12 streak gets you a shot at a bad kit. So it's not immediately a bad kit, but one of those 6 will be randomly airdropped to your wallet if you get a 12 win streak or losing streak. But that was at the time when bad kits were $200 or so. And now they've gone, I think, almost 7K. And it can be a really good price if you win it. but then it's just a nice feature for getting more flip volume in. And we also adding we changed the contract a little bit to accept multiple denominations instead of only flipping stars. We're starting out with 2 additional tokens for Kuji and Atom. You have to IBC it over to Stargaze for now. But after that, then you're able to just flip it. Or if you have some mint leftovers, then yeah, you can also flip those in either to double or nothing. Then I don't think it's just a nice addition to the flip contract.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're able to do a lot more with it, different assets, and you can. What's the odds of rolling 12 off one wane, or like losing 12?
Yeah, I think currently the highest win streak is 10 in a row. So, but yeah, those odds is always like our flip odds are close to being 50-50 in terms of all-time flips. So yeah, there's a chance to get it, and there is a chance to not. There are many chances to not get it, but it should be possible mathematically, and yeah, I think that's but it just requires a lot of patience or luck.
All right, cool. Well, it looks like we've got BaaaadKids back. I think let's hope the connection isn't as bad as last time. Welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, sure can.
Okay. So I don't know what you guys heard before, but I have been buying NFTs in Stargaze and trading NFTs in Stargaze since the genesis. I joined the Stargaze team working on data towards the end of 2022. And almost a year ago, I was telling a friend about the BaaaadKids collection, and I realized that the word for baby goat is kid, and that kind of sparked this idea, BaaaadKid. And I enlisted my actual real life sister, who is an artist, Mer. She's also having some technical issues joining the space, but hopefully she'll be on here soon. She's an artist. She's an art therapist for kids. So she took to the idea of the collection right away and had a ton of fun drawing it. And we've been working on it for almost a year. So we're very excited to finally be launching and to see the community enjoying and appreciating the art.
Awesome. Yeah. Was Stargaze NFTs your first NFTs, or did you have exposure to them before?
Yes, they were my first. Never minted or traded any NFTs before. I got the Stargaze airdrop, I think, as an Osmo staker, and that brought me in, and I fell in love with Stargaze, the platform, the community right away, and that's why I was so thrilled to join the team later on as well.
Yeah, from airdrop to team member to creator, you're the full package.
Yeah.
Can you?
It is really nice to see things from the creator standpoint as well. To use Stargaze Studio, which is fantastic. Sirkin has done a tremendous job with that. So yeah.
So tell us about the actual collection itself. Like, why goats? How did that kind of come about? And did you guys experiment with other ideas before?
No, not at all. We didn't experiment with anything else. Like I said, the word kid is the word for baby goat. So that's where it came from, and we just kind of ran with it.
Okay, great. Do you have any favorite traits or characteristics in the collection?
Yes, absolutely. Some of the body types I really enjoy, like the mountain goat. There's a centipede body type. Some fun accessories as well. Some fun heads. We tried to. We put a lot of. We took a lot of inspiration from the BaaaadKids collection. We wanted to sort of pay homage to that collection, which we love and appreciate, but also like not just copy it. So, for instance, the BaaaadKids collection has a hamburger head, so we made a hot dog head, which is similar to the longer, narrow face of a goat. So we took a lot of ideas and kind of got creative with them and had a lot of fun with them.
I really like the collection, and especially because it's not AI generated; it's hand drawn by you guys, and I think it has a lot of fun takes on goats, and really funny things in the collection. Those that want to have a sneak peek, you can always use info.stargaze.zone. Look right into the constellations and check them out. And yeah, sure, I'll be minting mine as well. Cool. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you, Bernie.
Yeah, you said you worked on this with your sister, right, over the better part of a year. How were roles kind of split, or did you guys kind of work on the art as well together, or yeah, what were the different responsibilities?
Great question. So I can't draw to save my life. I can't even do good stick figures or circles. But somehow my sister is a very talented artist. So she's been doing the art, and we've been meeting in the beginning, every couple weeks, lately every day, just kind of bouncing ideas off each other and having a good time with it. She also has, we actually both have some kids. She has a bunch of kids. I have a few kids. So we got a lot of ideas from actual kids as well. For instance, like one of the horn types is a pair of socks. That came from one of my sister's kids.
Okay, cool. Do you have any plans to do anything, I guess, with the community or like post mint?
So yeah, great question. So we're kind of going to wait to see what the community wants. How the community wants to run with it. I did have an idea last week to make a little bit of a DAO called Defenders Against Outlaws, which are a group of farmers, trying to protect their farms from naughty and mischievous goats. So we're going to make a little bit of a DAO, and we're going to divert half of the royalties to the DAO treasury for the first 6 months to bootstrap the DAO treasury and see where the community wants to take that.
Okay, awesome. I think let's go ahead and hear from Anyo about their project and the first featured auction we have.
Hey guys, nice to be here with Bernie and BaaaadKids, Ruin. Really cool to be back. Yes, so we have our new collection called Interchain Chronicles. So our artist Soj Luna, we've done quite a few collections, but all those collections, especially Anyo Part 1, 2, and 3, and Garden of Overthinkers and of Love and Culture, basically most of the art that we have done so far has been very personal to our artist, Soj Luna, based on his own experiences, his own life. The Bond series that we just finished now, there were 7 pieces of Bond. And anyone who owned all the 7 pieces got an airdrop today. I think it was today, yeah. With an 8th piece. Like that whole series was about how he was dealing with the breakup. And now with the Interchain Chronicles, we basically took Soj Luna and we threw him out into the Cosmosverse. And now he's basically creating art inspired by what he sees and what he feels about different chains connected to the Cosmos Hub. And the first piece that we have is for Cosmos Hub. And then the plan is that we don't know how many pieces this will be because there's like new chains and new projects added all the time, but we'll have at least 25 pieces, but it might keep growing as the network is growing. And the plan is that once a week we will auction these off, so the community will decide what they are worth. And the schedule we're doing it on is basically every Monday we will reveal the piece. On Tuesday it goes on auction. The auction runs for 3 days, ending on Friday right before the launch pad projects that Stargaze has. So that's the I guess that's the project. And we're very excited to see how how everyone reacts to to it and what they think about it.
Yeah, so there's no schedule just yet for the pieces that you're going to launch. They're going to be revealed every week, right?
Yes. So every Monday we will reveal the next piece. And then it will be revealed on the Stargaze website, on Twitter, and on our own website where we have a gallery. In that gallery right now, there's only the Cosmos Hub that has been revealed because that's the first one. And that's now my daughter is sitting on my lap talking to me at the same time. But yes, that's the plan. I just saw that Sepmos, kind of my partner in crime, together with SOS Luna on this collection. He just arrived. Maybe he wants to fill in with something that I missed.
Sure. I think we also have Mur on as well, who's I think the artist for BaaaadKids. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Hey, how's it going, Mur?
Hey guys, can you hear me?
We can. Hey,
The mouse.
Hey, what's up? I'm just currently in the car. I hope that the background noise isn't too bad. I just joined in, so I don't know what I've missed out. I heard Sammy talking for 2 or 3 minutes, basically, explaining the fundamentals of Interchain Chronicles and what we've been cooking for the last couple of months. So if there is anything I can double click on, please let me know.
Yeah, I think. Wait, is my mic on? Yeah, it's on. I think I covered the basics.
yeah. Are you guys going to develop any other lore around these specific characters?
Okay, so I don't know. I will just ramble a little bit and stop me if I go too far. Like I was involved, or I became part of the Anyo fam, where I joined the team like 5 or 6 months ago, more or less. And basically, the Interchain Chronicles collection is, I don't know, the first project I was really involved in. And I always knew that Anyo or Ezoj Luna, he is very special, and I liked his art from the very beginning. For those of you that don't know, Anyo is a Stargaze Genesis project, and there they launched, I guess it was the only collection that did one-on-one art. It was Anyo Part 1. And back then I fell in love with the art, but I didn't mint because they were kind of expensive. But anyway, long story short, after doing Z creatures, because a lot of people wanted to get some exposure to Anyo because they couldn't afford the one-on-one pieces and they were kind of limited. I thought we have to like pivot and go back to double down on our strengths. And so I thought, why don't we, I don't know, design pieces and contribute to this amazing ecosystem, which is Stargaze and the broader cosmos, by us like artistically interpreting, just featuring chains and projects. And so how it worked is that I had some ideas of chains and projects to feature, and I just told Ezoj, okay, let's start off with the Cosmos Hub, and he just began drawing. I had no idea what he is coming up with, and then it was just iteration. He sent me some initial drafts, and then I gave him, I don't know, some of my insights, since I'm in the space for a couple of years and I know like what people are talking about, what's going on the Cosmos Hub, on Stargaze, on Stride, on Kujira, on all these chains. And I don't know, guys, if you noticed, but we included like some Easter eggs in every piece. It's like not Easter eggs, but I would also describe it as timestamps of that reflects the history of Cosmos. Like there are some nuggets that feature the past of the Cosmos Hub, something which is more recent, like there's a little comet for the inscriptions that just went live, and also some indication where the Cosmos Hub is heading to. And you will, come across them as we release more pieces. And the art is really like, for everybody out there, we know that only one of you, or in the end, it will be one person that, auctions off this piece. But that's also the beauty of Web3 and of NFTs. It's open, it's accessible. Everybody can look at the piece, behold it, and yeah. So really curious to see how these auctions play out. I will pause here for a second.
Yeah, no, it's exciting for us too to have featured auctioned on the homepage, and pretty excited to also see how the next 24 of these minutes will go. I want to see if we could hear from Mur right now. I don't know if you're muted or if there's maybe technical issues, but say something if you hear us. Oh, maybe not. BaaaadKids or Calvin, can you tell us maybe a little bit about Mur's background as an artist and how she took to NFTs when she was first introduced to them?
Yeah, for sure. She has been drawing, I think, constantly since she was a little kid. I even have some art up on my wall in my home. That's hers that she gifted to me for my wedding. So she's been an artist for pretty much her whole life. As for NFTs, it's really this project that brought her into our fun corner of the world here, and made her excited about that. And now all of her kids are getting excited about NFTs too, minting some of our BaaaadKids, and everyone just excited to get involved. So it is new. The NFT world is new for her. This is her first project. I believe she does intend to continue building and working to create NFTs since it's so much fun and the culture and community is so strong. So I'm sure that you will see more of her in the future.
Great. Yeah. Starting the kids early, getting their wallet set up and everything, huh?
Exactly.
What were the other kids' inspirations for these? I know you said you guys kind of worked with them, collaborated together.
Lots of the ideas. It's some of them are going back 10 or 11 months. So let me try to think of it. But like we have a snot-nosed nose that was pretty. That came from a kid. Some of the other fun head types, I think. Let me see. Maybe the paper bag.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, a ton. I'd like to open up the floor for any questions from the community for our projects that are up. We also have Women from Cosmos up here. Welcome.
Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're having an amazing Thursday. Just wanted to come here and say thank you to all of you. Hope you love the free mint. We got an instant sold out. Hope you love it. We decided to set fuck no to bots, so increase it, the white list. And I'm so happy that you all have been loving this little triple creature. So that's all for me. I'm not gonna take more of the time from the rest, but just wanted to say thank you to all.
Thank you, Maria. BaaaadKids, so this is your first mint. What did you learn from this, from being on the other side?
Definitely learned that it is a whole lot of new skills, a whole lot of work that I wasn't aware that all the creators had to do, whether it's the, just from the art and developing our own crayon styles in Photoshop to the technical work of layering and making sure all the layers are correct, which there's a bunch of different kinds of, software and programs that people use for that, and that can be pretty complex. And then to using IPFS, especially for creators who may not be technical, can be a little bit tough. So have gained a whole lot of respect for all of our creators in the community, and am very, very happy to be joining them. I would say one thing I've learned is to be prepared well in advance, where we had a little bit of last minute stuff as well, which I think happens a lot. So just to try to give yourself extra breathing room in terms of the timeline, because things have a way of taking longer than they seem they will.
No, it always happens for anything in life. It always takes longer than you think it's going to take, right?
Exactly.
Anya, Setmos, for this project, what was the most challenging thing about it?
Ooh, that's a good question. To be honest, there were several things. I mean, as I explained earlier, we began early drawings probably 4 or 5 months ago, and we started off with the Cosmos Hub. And in the meantime, I guess we finished 4 or 5 other pieces, which will be revealed over the next weeks. But coming back to the Cosmos Hub or the Cosmos OG piece, as it was like finished 3 months ago, and as we all know, crypto moves so fast. We had to do a lot of revisions, and we just had to add some tiny details as the comet, which I explained earlier. And yeah, sometimes I just reach out to Azoj, hey, sorry man, but I guess we have to include some new things into the piece. This will be the last time, I promise, that we have to update the piece, and then 2 weeks later, again, another update. So this was, yeah, one challenge we faced.
Is the artist Esoj, is he pretty knowledgeable about the cosmos or crypto, or was it also kind of like an education process for him too?
Yeah, that's the funny part. I guess he lives in his kind of artistic bubble, and he just, I don't know. Before we tackled any project, I prepared some Google slides where I gave him a brief overview or a summary of the project we're about to tackle, like what's the basics, what they're doing. I shared some art if it already existed, or just the logo, what they're doing. But he basically just, yeah, drew something and threw it back to me. And then the whole iteration process began, me telling, oh, you should highlight this a little bit more, do this a little bit more. Sometimes he'll listen to me, sometimes not. But we never tried to force him doing something. It should have always been this, like, let him unfold his creative nature. And then, for instance, I told him, here, there's this comet, please insert it somewhere. Now the Atom Hub is going after this new narrative of the Atom Economic Zone, or ICS, Interchain Security. Please include these 3 letters somewhere. And then it was really up to him, and he decided to include them, I don't know, on the back of the Zig bins. And then as time moved on, it became clear that Noble or Stride and Neutron are going to join the AC. So I told him somewhere in our piece we should include these logos. And then again, I sent it to him, and a couple of days later, he sent me the new draft version. And like, it was, yeah, just this pushing back and forth, which in the end created this gorgeous piece, which, yeah, we hope that a lot of people like.
Well, one thing that I really like is that even though it's the first time we sort of ask him, or that he's doing something that's not from within himself, that he's doing something that's not from inside of him, but still he managed to bring in the Zigbins and the Z creatures and make it his own in a way. Like,
Right. Yeah. It's like his version of who a cosmos
Yeah.
character would be, with some of his own style involved.
yeah, exactly. And you can see that it's a Esoj Luna piece instantly.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. And like, as Sammy initially told me, Azoj, he just draws, and then like unconsciously these Zig bins or sea creatures, they appear. Sometimes they don't appear. And yeah, it's pure Azoj Luna. Whatever he feels, he puts it into the piece.
How are you guys planning to market this to individual chains? Like, what's your strategy?
Yeah, I think I can talk to this a little bit. So, of course, here for the Cosmos Hub, we reached out to the official Cosmos Hub Twitter account, but there, unfortunately, some, I don't know, every single company or project has their own policies about how they handle Twitter or their official accounts. And in their case, they weren't allowed, at least that's what they told us, to retweet our initial post. So that was a little bit sad. But at the other side, we have a collaboration with you guys from Stargaze, which we are very grateful and thankful of. We are featured on the landing page of Stargaze, at least for the 3 days that the auction is live, which definitely helps. But the other part is just going out there on X and sharing our art, tagging some Cosmos OGs in this case, like, I don't know, Zaki, Jack Samplin, or whoever you guys feel should see this art. And yeah, yesterday we were super lucky that Cortland from the BaaaadKids, he always, I don't know how to say that in English. And he always loved Anyo, and as some of you might know, there were some talks that Anyo and BaaaadKids are going to do a collaboration, and he said that he would never do a collaboration with anybody else, just with Anyo, because he really resonates with the art and also the dichotomy between Anyo art and BaaaadKids. It's just such a big gap in between, and both artistic styles are unique in their way. But in the end, we couldn't find common ground. It was just too hard to merge or mix both artistic styles into one common piece. But yeah, nonetheless, he retweeted our piece, and that brought in a lot of views. So I guess the first piece will be a not milestone, but will set the direction of the entire project. And yeah, one thing that I wanted to highlight here is I still remember, if you're looking at my profile picture, that robot bed kit. And the moment I acquired it, it was a couple of months ago. It was a live auction. Somebody put up 3 bed kits simultaneously, and we all could bet on it, and they all ran out at the very same time. And I always knew that I really want to own one of these robots. And really, I participated in these live auctions, and that was just the most thrilling, exciting experience I've ever witnessed in my entire Web3 career. And we are really hoping to bring this back to Stargaze so that every Friday at 6 p.m., exactly 1 hour before Freshman Friday, the auction runs out. So I don't know, that the community can gather around the campfire and just watch these final minutes of the auction play out. Because as we all know, the auction is live for 3 days, which is kind of a long time, but the majority of the price action or bidding action will happen within the last 5 minutes. Because whenever a bid comes in the last 5 minutes, the auction gets extended by 5 minutes. So there is basically 1 entire hour of, showtime, and people waiting for Freshman Friday to go live. They can just chill and watch the auction unfold, or even participate if they wanna get some cheap thrills.
Yeah, the timing's great. BaaaadKids, welcome back. It seems like the connection goes from bad to a little bad to good.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm not a comedian, but if anyone's got any questions or comments for BaaaadKids or Anyo, please request to speak, and we'll get you guys answered. Also, feel free to drop a question in the comments here. I see kind of a long question here.
I've got a little question.
Sure.
Is Stargaze planning to support floor price charts this week?
Oh, I've heard a rumor about that. I think it's gonna happen. If by this week you mean tomorrow, I would hope so. So you guys have that to look forward to. Full price charts coming very, very, very soon. All right. Any more questions or comments from the guys here? I'd like to give a big shout out to Sirkin and Stardy and Brady, who help our projects launch. Without them, it'd be very difficult. for us to have featured creators. So thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, Serkan and Graphane. Like, you guys are amazing, really.
Yeah, also from my side, shout out to you guys. I remember as I played around with the airdrop for the bondholders yesterday, just really literally insane. Sirkin and Graphane, they're always there to answer our question. You too, Ruan. It's such a pleasure to work with the entire Stargaze team. Big shout out.
I'm going to add my voice to that as well. I really appreciate you guys helping with everything, helping everything get live. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, guys. Is there anything I may have missed about your projects that you want to add that that we may not have spoken about yet?
I might have a question to the audience. As we said, our auctions, they run for 3 days, but there might be a chance, or we could also run them for 2 days. It depends on the general sentiment, because 3 days is a quite long time, and most of the action happens in the last day or even the last hours. So curious to hear your opinion and feedback on that.
Yeah, if anyone's got any comment on that, please chat. Yeah, this is something we've kind of discussed with you guys as well, that we switched our auctions for the featured creator spot from 3 days to 2 days, specifically for that reason. But this is also a new feature for you guys, so having the 3 days up initially, I think, is okay, but eventually probably shorter the better. Like you said, most of the action happens at the tail end, right?
Yeah, I think so too. It might make sense to, I don't know, perhaps the next one we will do it for 3 days again, but then all the others we can run them for 2 days only. Should be more than enough.
Yeah, I think the auction yesterday, I don't know how many bids there were, but I think it settled at around 30K. So it went there at least probably like 10 bids towards the last little while, and so that means it probably went on for like an extra hour or so. It's fun. All right, BaaaadKids, anything we're missing that you want to tell us before we call it a space?
Just to anyone out there in the community, try becoming a creator too. We'd love to have more and more collections of Stargaze, more people adding more roles to their Stargaze experience, from community members to creators to everything in between. And once again, just very, very grateful to be part of Stargaze.
I actually have a question for you from Stargaze, I guess. Are there any data insights that you think are interesting or relevant to share with creators or on this space?
If you could ask something maybe a little bit more specific, I can try.
I guess, for example, pricing is always really hard, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have any insights to help on that.
Yeah, it's really hard, and it was hard for us as well. I in the past, close to a year ago already, I did run some data on listing size.
I think we're slowly losing BaaaadKids and Anya and Setmos. Bernie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still there. I think data is not matching the infrastructure right now. So.
Okay, let's see here. I think Setmos has been able to come back.
We can slowly conclude this space. I just wanna say thank you again. And also a big shout out to BaaaadKids. I really hope we're going to mint out this collection tomorrow, pretty soon, within a couple of hours. And I just joined their Discord yesterday, and I looked at some of their art the previous days where they were what they were sharing on X, and I don't know, popping up in some weird comments, some goats doing just goat stuff. So I really resonate with their art, and it reminds me of BaaaadKids, but just in a slightly different way. And you can really see that they put a lot of work into this collection. So might be another nice opportunity to mint some promising NFTs. Good luck, guys. I'll definitely mint my whitelist spots, and I put some stars aside to also participate in the public mint. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I know Calvin has a deep appreciation for BaaaadKids and the intricate details that people may not have even noticed up until months, if not a year into it. So I'm excited to see what people end up noticing in his collection as it launches. But yeah, I think we're good. Bernie, I don't know if there's any other final comment you want to make, either on your contract, or Cosmos Coin Flip in general, before we call it a day.
No, it's yeah. I think the vote will pass within an hour or so. So prepping the launch of the V2 as soon as possible, probably tomorrow morning. Because it's late for me and Artemis, who's also helping out on the coin flip thing. So I think by tomorrow we would be able to have the new features live on the front end as well. And then we can all start flipping to win a BaaaadKit.
Yeah, that is the season. Well, all right, guys, this has been a really fun space. Everyone have a great Fresh Mint Friday tomorrow, and thanks for joining. We will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye. See ya.
See you, everyone.